Hello, welcome to the Allie D Show. Okay, here's the deal. We're going to jump right into it today. Did you know that I have this magical gift? I don't know if I would say it's that magical or that exciting or even that it's a gift, but here's what it is. I can immediately tell within the first 60 seconds of going to your social media profile exactly why you're not seeing the sales that you feel like you should be seeing for your business. Some say this is a gift. Some say it's a curse. I don't know. No one really says anything about it, but it's true, okay? And I have seen time and time again when I go to, let's say I'm going to do an audit for a client or a student, or even just checking out someone's page who DM'd me and was like, hey, I'd like to work with you. I go to their page and one of the first things I do is obviously check out their social media. What do they have going on? And I'm here to tell you that literally 99% of the time, there's these three things that are missing from their social media pages. And this is exactly what needs to be fixed in order to really start generating sales, especially because here's the deal. I already know what's going on. I already know that you are spending so much time, so much effort showing up for your business, putting in the work, but feeling like no matter what you do or what you post, it's just not good enough. And I'm doing the little air quotes for those of you listening on the podcast, okay? It's just not good enough. Or the algorithm hates me, or it must be my logo, or maybe I don't have the right personality, or maybe I'm too old for social media, or maybe I'm just not techie enough, or I don't get it, or I'm not on top of the trends, okay? These are all the things that I hear all the time from the community, so I know that this is what the industry feels like they're up against. But the reality is it's not any of those things, okay? Those are just excuses that hold us back and keep us from going where we want to go, which is obviously a frick ton more sales. So instead of that, we're going to do a little audit today. We're going to do a little self-audit of our business, and we're going to uncover these three things that must be in your social media content, in your post, in order to actually generate sales. It has to be part of your business plan when it comes to social media. So you ready? Let's just go right into it. Number one, you gotta have clear messaging. So many times, again, mostly everybody, and I hate to keep saying like 99%, but this is like the reality of the situation. There is the occasional rare person out there that's doing this correctly, but most business owners are not. So I don't want you to feel bad or feel behind or feel like, I should have been doing it. Like, we're learning it right here, right now. And this is the perfect time for you to be learning it. I just believe that if you're listening to this, this is meant for you. And now it's go time, okay? So you got to have clear messaging. Here's what mostly everybody does in their social media content. They show up, they post pictures of their products, and they have captions like, oh, hey, this is new, or we just got this in, or oh, here's an unboxing, or we've been waiting for this for months, or look at this super cute blue suit, or look at this brand new purse I just designed, and kind of leave it at that. This is what I call very vanilla, very generic messaging. And what happens with this type of messaging is it ends up not reaching anybody because there's a few issues that are working against you when you have this kind of messaging, okay? Number one, everybody has this kind of messaging. So everybody's saying like, I have something new, I have something cool, I have something different, I have something unique, but nobody's putting it in the way that it needs to be presented to the customer, which is what's in it for them. Your messaging has to be crystal clear on what your product can do for their life, why or how it fits into their lifestyle, why they should pick you over anybody else, why your stuff matters to them. Nobody lovingly cares that it's a new arrival. Nobody lovingly cares that it has like, I don't know, the finest cotton or whatever. I mean, maybe some people care about that, but you know what I'm saying? It's not about describing the product. It's about positioning it in making it a no-brainer for your customer. Can you tell I'm very passionate about this? This is clear messaging. Clear messaging means tell me exactly why I should care about your product. This goes for anybody. Okay, I don't care if you're selling clothes. I don't care if you're selling candles. Maybe you're selling hairbrushes. Maybe you're selling swimwear, water bottles, whatever the case may be. Your physical products need a reason. Every single one of them. So this is something that You could go audit your social media right here, right now, look at it today, and I know you're going to be able to tell me, oof, yeah, I'm not being specific in my content. And the other thing about this, right, because everybody's doing this, is not only do you feel lost and invisible, is you don't get on the right people's feeds because you're not telling these platforms who your stuff is for. So listen, they're trying to work with you. They love you. They don't want you to fail. They don't want your content to end up in the content graveyard. They want it to be like super awesome and viral and keep people on their platform. They want you to succeed. Okay, but we get so caught up in the idea that these platforms are like out to get us and they don't like us. And in reality, it's the total opposite. But it's your job to serve it up on a silver platter exactly who they should send your content to. And if you're not doing that, it's not their fault. It's our fault, right? It's our fault as the business owner, because that's what our social media needs to do. That's what it needs to have. It needs to have crystal clear packaging. So right now, tell me in like one sentence why someone should buy something that you sell. Like, think about it right now. You can DM it to me. I don't know, comment on one of my things, or just tell me like telepathically through this podcast. Give me a sentence. I'm gonna give you a second to think about it. Why should someone buy something that you sell? How does this item fit into their life? What kind of little transformation are you offering? Listen, it doesn't have to be you're going to change the world and they're going to have the biggest transformation in the entire universe. But are they going to go from someone who, I don't know, feels hot and uncomfortable in all situations and they can't seem to find like a shirt that's breathable and they always feel like they're sweating and they feel like they walk in and they're like, turn down the AC, like, and then finally you have the shirt that's going to keep them cool no matter where they're going, no matter what setting they're in. I don't know why I came up with this example, but it just popped into my head because that's something that I would like. Okay, I'm one of those people that's hot all the time. So don't just say, hey, I have this cool like moisture wicking shirt. Who the frick cares? So does Walmart. So does Home Depot, for goodness sakes. I saw they have a whole apparel section with moisture wicking clothes, okay? So why should I trust you and your thing? This is a very out there example, but it's also very clear. And the reason why I'm going to buy from you is because you painted the picture of what my life could look like after I buy your shirt, as opposed to everybody else who just told me they have a moisture wicking shirt, right? You said, you know what, Allie? You're going to now be able to walk into any room and it's not going to matter if the AC's on or if it's hot as heck. You're still going to feel comfortable in your clothes and you're not going to feel like at any moment you're just going to be sweating through your shirt. This went a little out there, but you get the point, right? This is clear messaging. Speak to me. Tell me what your stuff does for me. I hate to say it, and you know I say this all the time, but it is a selfish world out there. And people want to know, what can your product do for me? This is probably the most important one. Well, actually, they're all really important, but this is the one that I really, really want you to understand is you got to get good messaging. And you got to work on this. It's not something that you're just going to like magically wake up and know exactly what to say. You got to make some notes, write some things down. What do your customers struggle with? What problems do they have? How can your stuff solve the problems that they have, right? That's what this is all about. So make some notes after this episode. Or if you're driving down the road, start thinking about that, hit pause and make you a little voice note where you start to say, oh yeah, you know what? Actually, the jeans that I sell are all have like 30-inch inseams. So I'm really not even mentioning the fact that my entire denim collection is curated for the petite girlies out there who are tired of having to go get their jeans hemmed and chop off 4 inches of the bottom of the jeans and then have the most dorkiest hem on the bottom that looks nothing like the original shape of the jean, right? Like, this is messaging. So just saying, this jeans has a 30-inch inseam, nobody cares. But when you tell me why that matters to me, right? When you say that this matters because you're a short girly and you have to hem your jeans all the time. And how annoying is that? And isn't that like, now you got to make another stop to the dry cleaner to pick up it's like, tell me how this fixes my life. And this is what I want you to think about for all of your products. Is it the easiest thing in the world to do? No. But is it simple? Yes. Will it change your life beyond your wildest dreams? This is what it all comes back to, okay? You have to have clear messaging. So that's number one. Are we clear on that? Woo! Okay. Number two, my friends, you cannot ghost your business under any circumstances, okay? I know this gets hard. I know it's frustrating. I know it's annoying that you spend 4 hours on a post and you got 3 likes and a comment, and the comment was from your mom, and she was like, I love you, honey, right? And it was like, oh, mom, thank you. But gosh, can just a real person see my stuff, and can I get a real comment and a real buyer? But I don't care how many times that happens to you, you cannot ghost your business. Because ghosting your business is the fastest way to stop your success. So instead, here's the solution. Number one, you keep posting. You keep posting, you keep showing up. Even if nobody claps, nobody likes, nobody cares, it doesn't matter, because you're gonna get so much freaking better every single day. And literally 30, 60, 90 days from now, you're gonna look back and go, oh my God, who was that girl? Who was that? Like, now I'm so good at this. Now I'm amazing. Now I know exactly how to show up on social media, right? But if you don't put in the reps, you'll never learn. You'll never build that muscle and those skills that it takes. And then number two, you can learn a little bit about this, right? So not only do you need to keep showing up and putting in the reps, but while you're doing that, study what it takes to make good content. Listen to this podcast, come into one of my groups, read some books. But you have to start educating yourself about content. And here's the deal. A lot of people right now in this industry think that the way you show up and create content is the same way that it was in 2019. A cute picture, maybe you have like the leafy background with the neon sign and you're standing in front of it and you're like, I am so cute and my cute products. But the reality is that's very 2019, and that's not going to activate anybody to buy anymore. It's not even going to get their attention. So you're spending all this time on this cute background and this cute pose with your cute products, and you're getting crickets, because that's not what 2025 content is all about. So don't ghost. What we do is we push through, we do the reps, and we educate ourselves. And then this is how you're going to get really great at content. And this is how you're going to start having content that actually sells your stuff. So yeah, that's what it's going to take. No more ghosting. I love you, but you can't let it happen, okay? Number 3, this is a big one. You guys probably hear me talk about this all the time, but I just want to reiterate. You need a content strategy. A content strategy, by the way, is not a content planner or like a 30-day schedule. This gets mixed up a lot, because I hear this all the time. Like, people come into my DMs and go, well, I have a content strategy. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on TikTok, and I post every other day on Instagram, and I post on my stories. And I'm like, okay, that's great. That's a content schedule. And I love that for you. And you get an A+ for effort. But I'm talking about a content strategy. And here's the difference. And I'm going to tell you right now on this podcast too. The difference is, a content strategy is how you take someone from not knowing shinola about you or your business, get onto their feeds, and then turn them into a customer. This is a strategy. And most people only post one part of the strategy, which is like posting about your products. Most people are skipping, how are you going to get into their feeds in the first place, right? Like, there is so much competition when it comes to getting into someone's feed that you have to be freaking really sharp and really smart about the content you're posting to push through, break through the noise, and get them to stop the scroll. This is a skill in and of its own. But again, this is a skill you can learn, right? This is not something that's only for the people who are like young and hip and know about trends. Like, that is total BS, okay? And listen, I am not young, hip, or trendy. So the way that you do this is by actually figuring out your ideal customer and then posting content that you know is going to stop them in their tracks that has nothing to do with what you sell, okay? So that's step 1. We got to get into their feeds. Then once you kind of sneakily get into their feeds, right, by posting something that you know they're going to like, then what happens, and you'll just pay attention to your own behavior, you automatically go to the profile page and you're like, oh, let me check what this person's about. And then on there, they see, wow, all the products they sell are actually stuff that I really like and care about. How convenient that I just randomly came across this stranger one day and now I see that I love all their stuff, right? This is the second part of the content strategy. And then the third part is showing, wow, people actually buy from them and love their stuff. Okay, so this is not just a scammy, spammy website. This is a real business that I could trust to give my credit card information to and feel comfortable buying from them, right? So can you see how all of that style of content is likely missing from your social media feeds right now, and it's why you're not seeing sales? So there's a lot that goes into it, but it's not freaking rocket science. And I'm telling you right here, right now, you are 1,000,000% capable of doing this. You can have an incredible content strategy that feels fun and easy and like exciting again. Like, remember when you started your business and you were like, oh my God, I'm so excited to press publish. This is gonna be so fun. Like, people are just gonna flock to me because I have the cutest stuff. It's gonna be great. And then, like, you realize that, yeah, like maybe it worked a little bit in the beginning because maybe these platforms give a little bit of love to new accounts, but there comes a time when no matter how excited and invigorated you are about posting a piece of content, if you don't have a strategy and you don't have a system in place, it's going to be a hard place to continue to push from because you're not going to get into the feeds. You're going to feel that frustration. But I don't want you to worry about that anymore, okay? I really don't. I want you to focus on how you can be solution-oriented and fix it, and this is how, right? So number one, we're gonna have clear messaging. I spoke a lot about exactly what that is. Number two, we're not gonna ghost our businesses, no matter how hard and frustrated and overwhelmed we get. We're not gonna ghost our businesses because that's just gonna literally stop us in our tracks. So at least if we're showing up, we're building momentum and we're building confidence, right? And we're keeping a promise to ourselves to make our business successful no matter what, which also builds confidence. And then number three, we're gonna have a nice, sharp content strategy. We're not gonna just focus on the time of day or what hashtags we're using. Guys, that is so 2019. We're gonna focus on the real deal, right? A content strategy that's gonna get you into their feeds, that's gonna get them to like you and know you and trust you, and then get them to buy from you. This is the whole point. So can you see, going back to the beginning, as to why in 60 seconds or less, I can tell immediately why you're not getting sales? Because I know right now a lot of you are auditing yourselves and you're going, oh my gosh, yeah, I don't have clear messaging. Oh yeah, I do ghost all the time, more than I'd like to admit. Like, I'll be like gung ho and I'll go for a week and then I don't see the results and I'm like, oh, I just can't do it again, okay? That's the ghosting thing. And then also number three is I can see immediately if you have a content strategy or not, even if you're posting every single day, even if you have the cutest pictures in the entire world. Listen, there's been so many business owners that I've worked with that have come to me that on the outside, their profiles, like if you were to look at their profile, you'd be like, oh my God, this is so cute. It's great. I love it. Why are they not getting any sales? And it's because even though it looks cute and they have great aesthetic photos and great content on the surface, what matters to get sales is missing. And this is a whole new way of showing up, a whole new way of knowing how to drive revenue from your content. And at the end of the day, this is the whole point, right? I mean, I love you if you want to come on here and just be the next Alex Earl, but most of us, we don't even, hey, you know what the secret is? It's like most of us don't even really like to be on social media, okay? Like that's the real cold hard truth, is that we do it because we know it's necessary to grow our business. We understand that it's the heartbeat, but a lot of us could do without, okay? A lot of us could go back to the old Facebook days where you could post one thing and it would sell out within minutes. People would just comment that they love it, right? Now we got to work a little more, and it's part of the process, and we're okay with that because now, here's the best part about this is literally just a learned skill, and it's something that you can become very educated on very quickly and start seeing success. In fact, so many people, when they start working with me, we go through their content and we walk through everything that they're doing and why it's not working, and here's the fix. They can show up almost immediately and start to feel that shift. I remember I had a girl just tell me the other day in the DM, she DM'd me, she's inside Trendsetter, and she's like, Allie, I've taken so many courses, I have watched all the videos, all the gurus, and I've never had results like I've had from this specific strategy. And I'm like, yes. And it's not because like I want to toot my own horn here. It's because I know what it takes to sell products and to move products. I've been doing it for decades, or over a decade at least, almost two probably by now. And it's Again, it's not rocket science, but a lot of people are educating you on so many wild things when it comes to growing your social media. And I'm like, listen, again, that's great if you want to be an influencer, but if you want to sell stuff, there's really just one way to do it online, and one way that's going to get you through it, and one way that's not going to make you feel overwhelmed and confused and annoyed. And it's this way, right? So I'm so happy that I was able to share this with you today on this podcast. I hope that you feel inspired to audit your own page, audit your profile. If you want my help with any of this, you know you can DM me. I actually want to tell you, I still have my free challenge. I don't even know why I'm calling it a challenge. I need to change it. It's a free training with action steps. Okay. This is going to be happening for 21 days. I'm hosting a free challenge/training for 21 days with incredible action steps to help you get up to speed on the frameworks that you need to grow and scale your business. It's called Moneymaker, and it's going to be starting on August, I think it's the 25th. It's just alliedceo.com/challenge. That's how you get there to sign up if you haven't signed up already. Again, it's totally free. You can go to my Instagram, DM me, be like, Allie, I want the challenge. I'll send you the link. It's in all of my bios, like TikTok, Instagram. You can find the link or just write it freaking down or go into the show notes here. But click on it, join the challenge so you can start getting some clarity on all this stuff, right? So that's number one. Number two is I had 2 spots open inside our VIP, which is where you actually get weekly coaching directly with me, like my expert feedback and support every single week in your business. I had 2 spots open for August. I just had one snagged. So I do have 1 spot left that's open. So I can't wait to see who claims it. I'm guessing this is going to go in the next few days, but always reach out to me and be like, hey, is there a spot open in VIP if you are someone who feels like you're really committed and ready to have lightning speed results, and again, have me in your back pocket guiding you along the way. It's going to be so fun. Okay. Hope this episode helped. I love you. Get out there, look at your page, get your messaging clear, stop ghosting your business, and start coming up with a content strategy that's going to work for you, your lifestyle, and your business. I love you. Talk to you soon.